So I got this new trekking pole. It's not just a simple trekking pole, it's a tactical trekking pole. Well, let's find out in this video what makes this trekking pole a tactical. So let's do that quick unboxing at the beginning. So it comes in this box with not much information on it. It's just that I was kind of I was surprised to see this hiker in the mountains with the football boots, and he has actually a ball in his backpack, and it looked like more like a football fan than a hiker, but I don't know, who am I to judge? Well, it definitely looked like AI generated uh, picture, but you know, box is not that important. What is important, what's in the box. So we have some instructions which we will check later, and then it comes in this pouch. Nothing else in the box. And in this pouch we have a separate part of this trekking pole. So this is the handle. It's like a main part because this is the most important. Make sure that it's comfortable. And then we have a separate part which you need to connect together. And in total you have, how many you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. However, my experience is that for me it was not long enough, and I had to purchase a separate another section, but it depends from your height. I think I'm around 6 foot tall, so for me it was not enough 6 parts, so I had to get one extra. What else do we have? So now I think this is what makes this trekking pole tactical, if you can call. What else do we have? Okay, so we have all these accessories. So this is just the tip of the trekking pole, and this is like it's a guard that it will not go too deep into the mud or snow. And then you have the separate parts. My one was with it like a knife and the saw and the bottle opener, and then the fire started and the whistle, which we will try later on. And then this they calling a harpoon. I don't know why they calling this harpoon, but it has, again, it's a bottle opener and the saw and this tip, and I don't know what this one about. And then you have a screwdriver from both sides. That's kind of cool. But now I will show you what on this manual, and as you can see there is many more parts or accessories, but my one came only with these few. But I think this is probably the option I chose, I'm not sure. But as you can see, you can get the fork, you can get the spoon, phone selfie stick. I'm not sure what it's about. And also you can choose a different handles for this trekking pole. Yeah, my one is number 2, and then you can get number 3, number 4, number 5. Yeah, so it's definitely interesting trekking pole. But now the most important thing is to put this pole into the test, and I want to do some few tests. I want to see if these accessories actually does something what they should do, because it's not only like it's a tactical trekking pole, is survival. I would call more like survival trekking pole. Okay, so let's put this together, and then let's try these accessories. Let's try the knife and the the fire starter whistle, and we will see does it actually work, or it just for, you know, for the eyes. Okay, let's find out. Yeah, to be honest, pouch, it's not the top quality. It definitely is better than nothing, you know, just to keep your stuff uh, better organized. But yeah, it's definitely better than nothing. You can attach to your belt. I probably wouldn't do that, but yeah, again, pouch is not that important. So now, so you have a main you can call handle grip. So this is where you're holding when you walking, yeah. And interesting thing that you can actually organize this trekking pole the way you want. You can set up the way you want, that it would be more comfortable for you to access your tools. Let's call tools. This is tools. So yeah, so let's say for me, I would say, yeah, if I want to use a knife, I want to make sure that for me, the handle, the knife handle is comfortable. So probably this is what I would do. I would attach my knife to the handle, comfortable handle. Actually, this handle is not that bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not that bad. Yeah. So what you need to do, as you can see, you can just screw in like that. And yeah, so now I have my knife. And also every single of these parts has like a ring. I don't know if the camera can focus. It has a ring here. So this is to make this trekking pole more waterproof, or maybe from the dust or dirt not to go inside. And it's a cool feature. I'm not gonna lie to you. It starts to rain, by the way. Not a big problem. Not a big problem. Rain is rain. Yes. So then what you need to do, you need to take another part, yeah, and now you can put this together. Okay, a bit of force and up. So now I have two parts, and I already, of course, you need to remember where you're putting your tools, yeah, because, you know, later on, if you want to access your tool, you know, it would be not that good if you would have to unscrew every single part. Like, okay, where's my knife, you know? And then, so that's why it's kind of, for me, it's more easier to remember. So now I know that the main handle, and this is where is my knife. So let's say on this part I want to have my this is how it's called in this manual, in this instruction. Yeah, so this part 13, it's called harpoon knife. Okay, so harpoon knife, and I can put this on my second part. As you can see, now I have my knife and my harpoon knife. So now I'll take a third part. Okay, we have some bells in the background. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. And the birds. Okay, so now I can take, let's say, my screwdriver. Yeah, the interesting thing that the screwdriver is made from plastic. This part is made from plastic. Yeah, it's not from the metal. When the knife and the harpoon, yeah, this part made from metal. So I know we will test it. We will test it later on. So now I have my screwdriver, and then can take another one up, and I have my fire starter with a whistle. Let's try the whistle. Well, it does the job. It does the job. Yeah, so up, it's inside. The fire starter is inside, and then I can put the rest of the parts. I can put the rest of the parts. I hope that the camera is in focus. can put all the other parts, and we're gonna go to test this trekking pole to see how it works. Okay, so now this is the end, so this is the tip. Yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, again, I hope that the camera is in focus. Yeah, so this is the tip. It's not sharp, but it has, it's like a sharp edges. Yeah, so to make sure that you would not slip on maybe wet stone on the ice, that probably would help. So that is almost last part. And then you have this little plastic. Well, it's definitely it's plastic. And yeah, so this one prevents your trekking pole going deep into the mud and snow. Okay, so now we use all our parts. As you can see, the trekking pole is ready to go. Let's test these tools. I want to know that actually works. You know what? To be honest, I'm very surprised that it's, you know, it's very solid. It's very solid. You know, I tried to weight it. Weighs just around half kg, like 500 grams. This whole trekking pole, yeah. So it's not bad. Again, it's not bad. It's not too heavy. It's not the lightest one, but yeah, it's definitely solid. It feels solid. Yeah, it would be hard to bend. Okay, let's go. Okay, so now let's say I want to try my saw and I want to cut this branch. Um, my expectations, to be honest, is very low, but yeah, let's check what we can do. What we can do. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so as you can see, I can pull my knife, my saw, and the saw is definitely is not sharp, as you can see. Uh, Probably I could put some effort and sharpen a little bit, but now it's out of the box and I want to see, can I do at least something? Okay, so I got the saw, and okay, handle is definitely uh, comfortable, much more comfortable to hold um, this tool, this knife, this saw. And well, as you can see, it actually, it does the job. You have to put a lot of effort. You have to put a lot of effort, but it works. It needs some sharpening. Needs some sharpening. Now it's just out of the box, and that's it. Okay, so what I want to try, I want to try knife. To be honest, I want to try knife. Okay. Again, it's not the sharpest knife. You could probably sharpen a little bit, but yeah, as you can see, it does the job. It does. It's not perfect. It's not the great knife, but it does the job. Okay, it's still in one piece. It's okay. So now, what I want to do, I want to try the second tool, because the second tool, the harpoon, has a saw as well. As you can see, it has a saw on the top, and it also has a knife and this little fork at the end. Okay, so let's try to, again, let's try to use, okay, so now this bit, yeah, as you can see, there is some grip on it. Yeah, these things, it kind of does the job. Now I'm with the glove, so it definitely feels good in the hand. Yeah, but if you have a wet hand or have sweaty hands, yeah, that probably would be a problem, and you will have to change every single tool with with this handle. Okay, let's try. Okay, let's try on the other side, and we will see. Okay, yeah, it definitely. Oh, I think this one is much better. Oh yes. Oh yes. Much better. Look, I almost done it. The whole thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Definitely. This saw on a harpoon is much better. So now let's try a knife. Okay, it's not that comfortable because the knife blade, yeah, it's very far from the edge because it's a bottle opener here, so it feels a bit weird, but yeah, it does the job. It's not, no, I would say that uh, the saw is much better on the harpoon, and the knife, it's much better on this tool, this blade. Yeah, it's much better to use as a knife. And this one, yeah, it's not that good as a knife, but it's much better to use as a saw. Okay, let's check what else do we have. Okay, now we have a fire starter. Yeah, so let's check how is the fire starter. Yeah, it's probably, I would say, 8 mil thick. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm just gonna use the tip of my knife. Oh, as you can see, it definitely does the job again. So, wow, it's not bad. It's absolutely not bad fire starter. In case of emergency. Okay, so now only for the purpose of this video, yeah, I want to try this screwdriver, and I have this screw, and I'm gonna try to put this screw into this piece of wood. As I mentioned before, my concern is that this bit here, which holds a screwdriver, is made from plastic. Why? That was very poor decision. So I don't know. Well, that's why I'm making this video, to find out if it's gonna work or is not gonna work. Okay, so oop, and I dropped it. Okay, let's try to do this again. Okay, yeah, maybe the screw is too long. Okay, well, it does the job. No, it does the job, as you can see. Yeah, it's getting harder and harder. Okay, it does the job. Yeah, well, this wood, well, it's solid, yeah, but at the same time it's not that okay. As you can see, well, the quality, it's not that good because the edges of the screwdriver, it's almost gone. Well, again, I'm not expecting some miracle, from this uh oh from this tool. Okay, so now we have a problem. Because now if I want to unscrew, look, it actually, oh, it comes out from the from this part. Okay, okay, Houston, we have a problem. So I can screw in without any problem, but I cannot because it's good clockwise and it's not good against the clock. As you can see, yeah, it just, yeah, okay. That's no good. Oh, that's no good. Well, I guess this screw is gonna stay here forever because I cannot take it out now because this tool, yeah, doesn't hold. Okay, so let's say you don't need to use a screwdriver in your survival situation. Because yeah, it doesn't work. As you can see, it doesn't work. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Okay, so what else could I do with this trekking pole? Yeah, I wouldn't call this trekking pole a tactical. I would call maybe more like survival trekking pole. Yeah, it would make more sense. And one of my ideas, what I would do in a survival situation, I probably could use this trekking pole as a very special tool, which is an actual real self-defense tool, or the actual real harpoon. Yeah, all you need to do just to remove the tip and attach your knife, and now what you have a spear, and I would say very, very solid spear. So if you need to protect yourself from some wild animals, I would say that probably would be one of the best tools to do that. It's solid, you have a sharp knife, sharp tip, and the length is enough to keep the distance from the wild animal. So I would say yes, definitely it's a good self-defense tool in a survival situation. And as I already mentioned, yeah, it's a good harpoon if you want to fish. It definitely would do the job. I would say, yeah, 100%. Because as I said, yeah, it feels solid. It feels, yeah, if I would try to bend it, yeah, you cannot bend it. It's solid. It holds together. Uh, well, it holds together at the moment because it's still new. I don't know what will happen after, I know a long usage, but now at the moment, yeah, I would say that, yeah, it definitely will do the job. So apart the screwdriver, which is not that important for me, yeah, you getting with this tool is there, yeah. So maybe I don't know in a survival situation if you would need to use the screwdriver, like for what? I don't know, to take something in the parts, to fix something maybe. I don't know. But for me, what is more important is, of course, is the knife and fire starter. And of course, let's not forget the main purpose of this trekking pole, which is to use as an actual trekking pole. Yeah, all you need to do, remove your knife and attach the tip, and now I have a solid trekking pole. Does it look like a normal trekking pole, or it look like some weird style trekking pole? By the way, I never use a trekking pole in my life, never ever. It's just not my thing. This is the very first one, which I got it, and I got it for this very special reason, because it's not just a simple trekking pole, it's a survival tactical trekking pole. Yeah, which is kind of cool. So to buy one, you can actually find in many different places. I personally, I bought it from directly from China because it's much cheaper. I paid, I don't even remember how much I paid because I bought it like a long time ago. Probably around maybe 20 pounds. I don't know what's in dollars. It's a $24, $25, something like that. But as I mentioned before, yeah, I had to purchase extra section because it was too low for me. Yeah, I could not use it because I like when it's a bit taller that I could actually hold it properly. Yeah, definitely looks cool. Would I recommend it? I would say, you know what? Why not? Yeah, it doesn't really take that much space in your backpack, and is not that heavy. As I said, it's around 500 grams. Yeah, so half kg is not that bad. It's not that bad for the tool, which you can actually use in a real survival situation. Definitely. So yeah, I would say yeah, why not? If you have a spare money in your pocket, I would get one. Otherwise, it's strictly up to you. So this was my review of this tactical magic trekking pole. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. You all take care.